Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, the Nootropic Reviewer, and during this video you're going to learn about the best nootropic stack to take pre-workout, as I have used a number of nootropics pre-workout over the years, and I can tell you the select few that will actually help you as far as your focus and ensuring you really get a great workout. Whether it's strength training, cardiovascular exercise, maybe you're doing interval training, you're really going to find these nootropics helpful, because my goal is for you to minimize your stimulant intake, minimize your caffeine intake, rather use nootropics that are going to help you with focus. So this is the nootropic stack, and then I'm going to elaborate on each nootropic supplement individually afterwards. The very first one is L-Tyrosine at 500 to 1000 milligrams. We have N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine at 350 milligrams. We have Noopept at 10 milligrams. We have Alpha-GPC at 150 milligrams. We have Agmatine Sulfate, that's at 250 milligrams. We have acetyl L-Carnitine in 500 milligrams to 750 milligrams. And we have Tribulus at a dosage of 750 milligrams to 1 gram. And something that may surprise you is that the supplement number 2 I listed was N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine. And so they are kind of different compounds, but in a practical sense, what you'll notice is with L-Tyrosine, it will last for much longer, whereas with N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine, it will last for a shorter period of time. But what I like about N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine is that it hits you a lot faster. So if you were to only choose between one of the two, I really like L-Tyrosine a lot more. I think N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine is overhyped, yet it's a very common ingredient out there. It's found in 5-Hour Energy. I think it's also found in Red Bull or some other popular energy drinks. What you're going to find the best benefit with is just taking your L-Tyrosine, but if you do have some additional funds on the side, go ahead and get the N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine. You'll find that when you use N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine, especially with caffeine, it will hit you very quickly. You're able to get a good workout, because that's something I disliked about L-Tyrosine. It did seem to take a bit of time. So the brand that I'm using for both products is Nootropics Depot. They have L-Tyrosine at 500 milligram capsules. They've also got the powder, and then N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine at 350 milligrams. That's a pretty common dose. I don't think the brand matters too much. Wherever you find it, it seems to be good. I've used L-Tyrosine from many different places in the past. Bodybuilding.com is one of them, and always a great product that you can use with some consistency, knowing what to expect from it. And I've talked more about the differences between N-Acetyl L-Tyrosine and L-Tyrosine in this video right here. You'll likely find that helpful. And the next nootropic supplement is going to be Noopept at a dosage of 10 milligrams. The truth is, Noopept will do nothing for you as far as building muscle or helping with fat loss, but what's great is it's really good for focus. Something about Noopept is it's not kind of like a long-lasting nootropic like the racetams, for example. When you ingest paracetam, you expect that it works the whole day. With Noopept, you can expect to get a good cognition boost. It can really help you with thinking. It can help you with planning. It can really help you with focus. And it will help you to avoid distractions. You'll find when you take Noopept, you're like kind of in tunnel vision mode. You're easily able to identify distractions and avoid them. And you're so motivated when you take Noopept that it's pretty easy and effortless to be disciplined, to be on your schedule. And especially if you're like weight training, a lot of you will find that you can focus really well like the first half an hour, but then the last half an hour, it's not as great. And with Noopept, you will find yourself more focused, more motivated, more driven, and you'll complete your workout feeling that great sense of accomplishment. I really like Noopept. I also really like it for productivity. I've talked about it more in this video over here, because Noopept, just taking this supplement alone, being in a sales job as a real estate agent, it's helped me make a lot of money. I can't think of any other nootropics that have helped me with my income, but Noopept would be one of those where when you're taking Noopept, after a few months, you just notice things are going right. It is, however, important to note that of all the nootropics that are discussed in this video, Noopept is the one that you should highly prioritize cycling off. So the way that I'm using Noopept is typically like 4 weeks on, 1 week off, and then I would follow that routine there afterwards. Our next nootropic supplement is going to be Alpha-GPC at a dosage of 150 milligrams. That seems to be a good dosage for most people. Taking Alpha-GPC is sort of like refilling your cognition batteries. Like as you're going about your day, you find yourself more mentally exhausted, and when you ingest choline, you really feel like you're refilling your batteries. There was some research showing that Alpha-GPC can perhaps improve growth hormone levels, which would naturally result in having a better physique. Something that I found over the years was there's sometimes I'm working out and like suddenly I'll get like some really bad brain fog. Maybe it's because my blood sugar levels dropped a bit too low due to the intensity of the workout, and I have found that when I use Alpha-GPC just 30 minutes prior to my workout, I feel a lot better. I feel mentally clear and helps me to stay focused and on track. So I like Alpha-GPC a lot. This is our next nootropic supplement. We have Agmatine Sulfate at a dosage of 250 milligrams. This one I'm kind of on the fence about. I would rate Agmatine Sulfate a 7 out of 10. What I like about it is that there's no adverse effects found. In this study over here, they actually tracked the individual response to taking Agmatine Sulfate every single day for 5 years, and basically no side effects were found in the individuals. This is a naturally occurring amino acid similar to L-Tyrosine, and when you take Agmatine Sulfate, what it will result in is better stress management. It will also result in better mental clarity. I think it's more effective if you're using caffeine or if you're using strong stimulants like L-Tyrosine, because they will get you energized, and taking Agmatine Sulfate will still help you to be like creative. It'll help you to be productive. It will make sure that you're still kind of functioning on all cylinders. You kind of feel like yourself, whereas sometimes I take my caffeine, I take these pre-workout supplements, I feel like so focused that I lose my sense of personality. Agmatine Sulfate, it kind of like puts the brakes on that nicely, so I can be a bit systematic, a bit more structured in my workout, which leads to long-term results. You'll also find that with Agmatine Sulfate, it may help with pumps. It's known to boost nitric oxide levels. That being said, make sure you're ingesting a lot of water. I had found that when I started taking Agmatine Sulfate, I was much more commonly like feeling dehydrated, and then once I ingested more water, I felt a lot better. Agmatine Sulfate, probably not the best for productivity or motivation, because that's how it's hyped up to be in the nootropic space, but around working out and pre-workout, it may be worth something checking out. So that's how I'm taking it, at a small dose of 250 milligrams right before my workout. And our next nootropic supplement is going to be the famous acetyl L-Carnitine, also known as L-Car, which I've not liked too much for productivity, but the particular use that I have for L-Car specifically is for those longer workouts. What I like about L-Car is that it really does help to reduce fatigue that you may feel in the middle of your workout. One of the things that people seem to love about L-Car is that it apparently helps you to burn more fat by helping you to utilize fat for fuel rather than glucose, carbohydrates. I've not found any sort of body composition effect from taking L-Car. It's not like it's made me any leaner, but specifically for focus, for energy, for reducing brain fog during workouts, that's where L-Car can be very effective. And the way that I'm using it is taking 500 milligrams pre-workout, though I'm not taking L-Car before my cardio workouts, because my cardio workouts, they're usually is consisting of like a 20 to 30 minute run or maybe a 10-minute high intensity interval training. I don't see a need for L-Car there. I typically work out in the morning, so it's important that afterwards, after my workout, I'm feeling energetic, I'm feeling motivated, pumped up, and ready to go about my day. And that's one reason I really like acetyl L-Carnitine. Our next nootropic supplement is going to be Tribulus at a dosage between 750 milligrams to 1 gram. I'm typically using 1 gram. What's different about Tribulus is that this is a supplement you would use to basically increase your testosterone levels. Whether or not it does that, it's hard to say. We've looked for a lot of research supporting Tribulus in boosting testosterone. You can't really find much, but all I can tell you is I take Tribulus, I feel much better, and I feel all the signs that my testosterone is a little bit higher as far as feeling stronger, feeling happier, feeling more confident, feeling like extroverted. I like the way it feels, and something I love about Tribulus is like it's appropriate whether you take it pre-workout in the morning or if you take it at the end of the day, because I'm typically using Tribulus twice a day. I'm using it once in the morning pre-workout, and then I'm also using it prior to going to sleep. As a matter of fact, if you are just taking it once a day, you're probably going to be better off using it prior to going to sleep if you're looking for that testosterone benefit. And I've been using for Tribulus for many years, and I can share with you that I've gone through that process of taking time on, taking time off, telling myself Tribulus was a waste of money, but it definitely works for me. There's no questions about it. And what's really important is you get the brand right, because now sports, this is the one form of Tribulus which has really worked well for me. I have tried it from other brands, tried it from Allmax. That form didn't do anything for me. Let's talk about caffeine, because I am still using caffeine. So the way that I'm using these nootropic products is that I will use them on top of a pre-workout supplement, because pre-workout supplements, they're going to generally have the ingredients which are going to be responsible for helping you build muscle and lose fat. Some of those ingredients include creatine, caffeine, beta-alanine, citrulline malate, and taurine. So of those nootropics, I don't really see them enhancing your productivity or your focus too much. They may help you a little bit, but what I would recommend you're doing, if you are ingesting caffeine or you are already using some sort of pre-workout supplement, if they are underdosed or if they don't have enough of these key ingredients, then I would strongly consider adding them in. And I think like having a nice natural testosterone booster on top of whatever pre-workout supplement you're taking is a really good idea. For me, I like Tribulus. You may like something else. You may like ashwagandha, for example, or you may like turkesterone. And I've actually rated a number of nootropic supplements and how effective they were at boosting my testosterone levels in this video video over here. I've also talked about some nice hacks you can have around your diet and your lifestyle. You'll likely find that information informative. And if you did get value from this video, then consider subscribing and drop a comment if you are already subscribed. And if you'd like to chat with me one-on-one, you can do so over on Patreon, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. And be sure to join us on Discord, where we have a 24/7 chat room and we're having a lot of fun and really making great connections. I thank you for your interest in nootropics, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.